No, 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 no. And one more time, no. I'd hoped this wasn't true. I checked my calendar to confirm that it was indeed May and not April 1st. I checked the link that was given to me by Justin on our Discord, which you all should join and be a part of. Thank you, Justin, for being the first one to tip me off to this news because, oh boy, do I have something to say. Now, my Metro video is still coming, but given the time I wanted to dedicate to that particular video and due to how current and relevant this news is, here we are today. Now, what am I talking about and why don't I just get on with it? You know what? You're right. You know the game that you've all been asking for? The Star Fox game that we've all been asking for a long time. I've made videos about where I wanted to see a Star Fox racing game. Ladies and gentlemen, multiple sources are pointing toward Retro Studios making a spin-off Star Fox racing game with Star Fox Grand Prix. No, 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 and one more time, no. Look, first, I just want to address the fact that at this point, frankly, I don't care what anybody has to say about it. Mario Kart is Nintendo Kart, or Nintendo Racing, if you will. They just call it Mario Kart because of brand familiarity. If Mario Kart was all of a sudden slapped with Nintendo Kart all of a sudden on the box after decades of it being Mario Kart, it would confuse everyone. But look what Mario Kart already gave us. We have Link and the Inklings in that game. Mario Kart is slowly but surely inching toward being the second place where Nintendo characters get all together aside from the obvious greatness that is Smash Brothers. So that's bullet point one. Star Fox could easily just go onto Mario Kart and have that Mario Kart representation, and then it could be a done deal. We'll need a separate racing game from an IP that's never been a racer ever. Of course, you could argue that Fox doesn't really fit in the nature and vibe of Mario Kart, but again, Link. Secondly, this is what I've been talking about for the absolute longest. If you recall, I've made a few of the Star Fox videos because of how much I like this series, and one of those videos, I can't remember which one exactly, I stated the fact that Star Fox has no single sole developer. This series has seen Namco, Rare Games, Platinum Games, Q Games, and now Retro Studios wants to make a spin-off racer. This is extremely irritating. Look, I'll be the first one to say it. We need a great Star Fox game in general, period, before we focus on spin-offs. Can we have one great game that the consensus agrees upon, that is a well-made Star Fox title that can bring in new fans and appease old ones? Maybe that's too much to ask. Is this how Star Fox games have fallen? This is how far this series has fallen? What's next, Star Fox fighting? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm confused. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I can't do it. And you know what'll piss me off severely? If the general fandom really rallies behind this game after Adventures and Assault was dragged to the mud because these are the same people who wanted Star Fox to stay on its roots as an on-rail shooter and dogfighter. Star Fox has never been about racing in any form or realm. You know, I guess after saving the Lilat system, Star Fox and his crew decided, you know what? This whole saving the galaxy thing is cool. It's all cool and all, but man, I'm sure we all know what our natural calling is. Racing. You know, what if this game does extremely well, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Nintendo's like, you know what? We're making Star Fox a racing IP. Extreme, I know, but at that point, Star Fox Adventures and Assault would look pretty good at that point, wouldn't it? It would look pretty good. You know, people would be like, we miss those games, and we wish we could. No, you know what? This is slowly becoming a series I'm liking less and less. And I know, coming from me, it's a shock to hear, but at this point, it's just like, throw a dart at the wall, and wherever the dart lands, that's what our next Star Fox game will be about. There is no consistency, no general guideline. It's either do what was done in 1997 again, and if that doesn't take off, we'll just throw, we got these darts. We got these darts, I'm just saying. It's not that I think Nintendo couldn't have another racing game that could coexist alongside Mario Kart. Look, I'd still be excited to see F-Zero title for the Switch, but I could see this being an additive thing, like how we got Star Fox Guard alongside Star Fox Zero. I'd be cool with that, having a mainline Star Fox game with an awesome story, different mechanics, new, you know, again, we all could agree it's a good game, and have this be, you know, like the second added game like we had Star Fox Guard. But after 2 years of not only waiting for a Star Fox announcement on the Switch and not even knowing if it was going to get one, you know, having it be up in the air thing, and wonder what it might look like, to hear it be about this You know, I just hope there's another game to follow in this series for the Switch in its life cycle, because this would be such a missed opportunity. I want an actual full-fledged Star Fox game. This is very, very unwelcome news. Very unwelcome. This, of course, speaks nothing in terms of quality of this game. This could very well end up being a good racing game, objectively speaking. Putting alongside my fanboy goggles for a second. My frustration throughout this whole thing in video has been about the direction of the series. Innovation is different from change, even though they sound like cousins. Yes, I understand Star Fox Adventures was different than 64 in so many ways, but with that being said, there was still a through line, and at least it pushed the narrative and in a sense the series in order to give us what will later be known as Star Fox Assault, which served as the marriage of these two prior mentioned games, or at least that's what I believe. That's the direction I want to see this series go into in Star Fox. The Star Fox Assault route with a more cohesive story, better controls all around, and continuous online services. Would Assault have been what it was without Adventures? I don't think so, and that's the difference here. I don't see Star Fox Grand Prix having a real lot in terms of options, in terms of narrative story either. And anything that it does have will most likely feel forced and corny. We must defend the galaxy by racing, or Star Wolf, you're dead because we're gonna race. It just doesn't work, and it just seems like a limiting thing. I just don't. It's too limiting for Star Fox. Like I said, I would have no problem with this if it was an added-on $15, maybe $20 add-on to a game that was already packaged in. That would be cool, like Star Fox God, like I said before. Final thoughts, now what I expected from the Star Fox series next. Not excited for this one at all, and once again, we need more true-to-self Star Fox games before we start receiving something like this. But how do you guys feel about this Star Fox Grand Prix idea? And a more broad conversation starter, what do you guys think about spin-offs in general, and at what point does the series earn its ability to call for one? As always, be sure to check in every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and Saturdays we got the podcast going up. I want to see what you guys think about this Star Fox thing in the comments. Do you guys think I'm tripping? Are you excited for this game? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Logan and fanatixfour. It's been a pleasure, and it always is. See you on Saturday. Bye.